Since the founding of New China in 1949, the Communist Party of China has led China to make enormous achievements. China is now the world's second largest economy, the largest recipient of foreign direct investment, and one of the world's largest consumer markets. Its GDP has exceeded the 100 trillion yuan threshold. In 2021, China realized the first centenary goal of building a moderately prosperous society in all respects.
Çin ekonomisinin büyümesi, Çin'in dünyanın ikinci büyük ekonomi haline gelmesi, Çin Komünist Partisi'nin istikrarlı, verimli çalışmalarının bir sonucudur.
I think CPC has been very, very successful to move China from a poverty-inclined country early in the 40s to reform and open up, and finally be a moderate, prosperous society in all aspects. So for me, I think this only happens in China, and this is why we talk about it being an economic miracle.
China achieved its goal of eradicating absolute poverty as scheduled, improving the living standards of hundreds of millions of people through decades of hard work.
China has achieved the stupendous goal of removing extreme poverty by the end of 2020.
We learn about how the implementation is also right down to village levels. It's clear that so many people have been lifted out of poverty, unprecedented.
In fact, the CPC fundamental thoughts and ideologies proved to be the core and stimulant of Chinese miracle in all aspects of development, which changed the face of China from a country with a majority of people are in extreme poverty to a country announcing the eradication of extreme poverty in 2021.
The CPC sees serving the people wholeheartedly as its fundamental purpose. Many observers say that the people-centered ruling philosophy is a secret to the CPC's achievements.
During the pandemic, the COVID-19, you try to save lives of your population, of your people. And that's why I admire your government, your Communist Party. You respond to what your people need.
You have here this people-centered, approach and putting the people's lives and health above everything else as a way of governance. One of the biggest human rights is you have the freedom and the right to be safe, to be healthy. And it shows that the government cares. The government cares about its people. The government wants the people to be safe.
The concept of people-centered philosophy is indeed a foundation of how the Communist Party of China sees its mission.
So I think the Communist Party, what they did was that they took along the people with these economic reforms and changes, and therefore these changes, they became a part of everybody's life.
People support is also seen as a strength of the CPC's governance. A report done by Harvard University, based on its 13-year survey in China, showed that the Chinese people's overall satisfaction with the central government exceeded 93%. Observers say that behind China's great domestic development is the CPC's strong leadership and successful governance of the large and populous country.
One of the major reasons behind China's success is the party. The Chinese party is responsible for the great achievements of China.
There does not exist modern China without the Communist Party. The determining factor was the CPC's ability to perceive the problems historically posed and face them without dogmatism or easy solutions. In this sense, the main factor was getting the policy right.
the reform and opening up, or the economic rejuvenation, the economic miracle that we are talking about in China is really about the leadership. And CPC to have been at the helm of leadership in China means that they have had a vision, they have had a direction for China that has helped China move from one level to another.
Les progrès, les réussites du Parti communiste chinois et partant du gouvernement et du peuple chinois dans maints domaines de la vie, dans maints domaines de l'État, comme la lutte contre le Covid, la pandémie du Covid, comme les réussites en matière d'industrialisation, en matière de nouvelles technologies, elles sont remarquables et sont connues de tous. Donc pour moi, oui, je considère cette gouvernance de façon très très positive.